Hey guys, Ebpman here. Now in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the brand new EPOS H3 Hybrid Pros. These are closed acoustic gaming headphones that absolutely sound amazing, and they have a lot of reasons to be called pro. Let's go ahead and check them out. So guys, over the last week, I have had laryngitis and I just couldn't contain myself. I had to get another recording in. And I wanted to share with you the H3 Hybrid Pros from EPOS. These things are super duper compatible and they have fantastic audio. So from a spec perspective, let's just talk about that for a couple seconds. We're talking super compatibility, USB, Bluetooth connectivity, 3.5 cable connection. It's going to give you the ability to really connect to a variety of devices, making life so much easier. We're talking about PCs, Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo Switch, Mac, etc. You name it, this thing can connect to it. Battery life also is something that's really spectacular. You're looking at battery life from anywhere from 30 to 38 hours, and that really depends on how you're using them, right? So if you're using them with the dongle that gets included that you can connect to a PC, then you're looking around 30 hours of battery life. If you're looking at Bluetooth connectivity, you're looking around 38. And keep in mind that these also have active noise canceling. So depending on if you're using active noise canceling or not, that's also going to affect your battery life. Now, Bluetooth 5.2, so that's something that's good. 40 millimeter drivers. They have built-in amp and DAC too, 7.1 surround sound, and they have a bi-directional mic. So this is going to give you great chat quality. If you're going to use these for calls, maybe because you're using it from school or work, they're going to work there too. Now in the box, you're going to find your headphones. You're going to find several USB cables. You have an extension. You have a USB-C cable here, right? So it goes from standard USB-A to USB-C. You have this nice extension that goes with. You also have your audio cable, standard audio cable, and then you have your dongle. In addition to that, you do have a user guide and stuff like that we're going to skip. So as you can see here, basically you have memory foam, you have this little arch area here. Notice how it kind of like pops out and this area here kind of opens up. This is to keep your head cool, right? So that's done by design. That's not a defect. That's done by design to keep your head cool. And then also gives you a lot of flexibility. Now, you do have a lot of configuration options. You notice how you do have like this little groove and track system here, and they're clicky. Listen to this. All right? And you can get those individual clicks as you're pushing them down. And they're also labeled on the side, which is really nice. Memory foam on the inside, really flexible. Again, doesn't feel like you're viced when you have it in your head. You do have your mic here. You have USB-C. You have your aux cable here. You have your, again, mic's power button. You have your dial here that allows you to control the volume, and then you have your Bluetooth, and then also multifunction switches. Now, one of the cool things about this is this. Check this out. Comes off. This is super cool. Like the fact that if you're going to wear these, and let me make sure that I have my left and my right one on the right side. I do. This is right and left. All right, so this is what they look like. They don't have a really big footprint, right? So let me turn to the right. Let me turn to the left. So this is what they're going to look like. Now, again, if I just do this, now I'm kind of like a normal guy just listening to music. If you don't want to be that guy that's walking around with one of these, you can put this in your backpack. You can use this on the train. You can listen to music. Remember, active noise canceling. So these sound great. So this is what it would look like. You have not a lot of space here. I like that they're very tapered, right? And they're discreet. I think they have a really cool look to them, especially with this kind of like dark, almost black blue going on with them. So again, if you want to put the actual mic back in place, actually I got to put it on the right side. So you just put it right here, and you're set to go. Now you can chat, but you do look like another helicopter pilot if you're in a train or going to school or work. So if I was you, just take it off. Take it off. But at home or at work, it's a great mic. Now the EPOS line does have an application that can be installed on your PC and your Mac. It's going to enhance the audio experience that you have. It really gives you a lot of configurability. Gives you a lot of options when it comes to how you can listen to music. It allows you to configure that surround sound experience, and they actually give you fantastic situational awareness. So if you're on the battlefield and you want to hear what's coming from the left, what's coming from the right, you want to know when it's coming from the left or the right, you're going to be able to hear it. If you want to be able to hear that click click, and you want to duck, you're going to hear it. It's going to give you fantastic experience. And then because it has active noise canceling, which performs extremely well, it's going to give you an immersive experience. You're going to be in the moment in the games. And again, if you want to switch from gaming to movie watching, these perform really well too. From a gaming perspective to movie watching, I love the way they sound. Again, also if you want to listen to music, bass, mids, and highs are present. And we're going to have an Ebpman style audio test so you can hear how great these sound. And we're also going to do a call quality test, even with this voice. So bear with me. Let's go right to it.
You look at me like I'm crazy when I shut my feelings out. You look at me like I'm different. Still you stay cause you feel something real. Get so lost in my moments. Doesn't mean I don't need you. I fell in love with your colors. They kinda tell me what I'm thinking. I fell
Now we're going to do our call quality test of the H3 Pros in a quiet environment. As you can take a look at our decibel readings, anywhere between 24 and 26 decibels in noise. Let's go to switch. This is what the call quality would sound like when making a phone call or a chat on the H3 Pros hybrid from EPOS. This is a test, 1, 2, 3. This is our test. Next, let's add some wind to the environment. Now, this is what the EPOS H3 Pros hybrid would sound like in a quiet environment, but with wind. This is a test, 1, 2, 3. This is our test. Now we're continuing our test, but this time in a much noisier environment with decibel readings anywhere from 44 all the way up to 77 decibels in noise. What we're going to do is we're going to switch, we're going to stay quiet to see how much is canceled. Let's go to do that. Now this is what the H3 Pros hybrid from EPOS sound like in a noisy environment. This is a test, 1, 2, 3. This is our test. Now if you're wondering what the H3 Pros would sound like with an infant crying in the background, this is what they would sound like with an infant crying in the background. Now, if you're wondering what the H3 Pros would sound like with a dog barking in the background, this is what they would sound like with a dog barking in the background. Now, if the doorbell's ringing, this is what they would sound like with a doorbell ringing. So guys, that wraps up our review of the H3 Pro Hybrid from EPOS. See you in the next video.